Today we sit here having fun. We just going with the flow. Nice to see y'all again. This is our second episode, so we are excited. Again, I'm Constance. I'm a certified trichologist, and this is my co-partner,
Kimberly.
Hey, Kim.
I'm a cosmetologist as well, and we are both salon suite owners.
Yes.
In Dunwoody. And today
we are going to be talking about great customer service and what it means to have returning clients. So you'll see me laugh when I say something. It's off script, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Keep going.
We just gotta keep it rolling.
I'm trying to get used to this, but
it's only episode 2. Y'all bear with us.
And I'm definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. So, but no, let's jump into it. So if you remember last time we covered kind of the mindset of, being a stylist versus the mindset of being a salon owner. So this time we want to jump into what it means to provide great customer service, or actually excellent customer service.
So first, I think before we do that, from last video, and we'll put that link below so y'all can watch this, we got into when you're talking about the mindset of the stylist and the owner and how important customer service was and is, but maybe some people don't exactly know what customer service is these days.
That's okay.
So before we say the traits of it, I think that we can go back just one little bit just to tell them what exactly is considered customer service. And just because in a lot of areas, not just in the salons, people I don't think they know. Right. Because they're not getting it and they're not giving it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because patience is no longer a virtue.
No.
But so for me, I guess good customer or excellent customer service would be whenever you go into an establishment to make you feel welcome, to make you feel heard, to make you feel seen and not forgot about. I think one of the main things in the salon is some people feel that they're not heard because, most of the time you book online and you may not know what to book. So when you get there, instead of having a conversation with the stylist, they just jump into the service. With not answering any questions because, again, you didn't know if you booked the right service.
Yeah.
And just being able to express what you want before getting started, I feel is important.
Yeah, from the customer perspective, right?
Yes, from the customer perspective.
And then from the hairstylist perspective, like you said, with the having the ability to book online and everything, it's really a really good concept. But what tends to happen these days is the hairstylists, they only look at that. They don't have that. They don't allow the customer to have direct contact with them, even if it's on their business line, not their personal line. But so that means, like you said, the customer now is only stuck to that booking site, and they could book the wrong thing. And then when they come in, the stylist doesn't have the consultation skills or anything. So like you said, they say, "Oh, you booked a haircut today," and they don't even say it. They just come onto the bowl, get it going, and pull out the scissors, and then the customer's like, "Oh wait, I didn't know
if they
what."
say, "Oh wait,"
Yeah,
because some people will just sit there and
take it
and have a feeling of not being comfortable, but never say anything.
Right.
So you don't want to, not say something, because when things go wrong, you're guaranteed not to come back. But
right. All because of miscommunication on both parts.
Yes.
So customer service, not a textbook definition, but it is literally what it says, which is how can you serve the customer? You greet the customer when they come in, you welcome them to your salon,
right.
You go over what you see that they may have booked or what y'all talked about last time if they're your last client, and you ask them certain things about hair and whatever else you need to know.
And get a complete understanding of what it is that they want. And
today, not from
right.
last time.
And not everyone can say, oh, I want a silk press, or oh, I want to just say a flat iron, or they may say they want curls. But for a stylist, that's just what that is. But to a client, they could have a whole different picture in their head. So I always ask for pictures.
Right.
Even just for clarification on what it is that they like.
Right.
Because there's so many different styles.
Because we all got our idea of what a swoop is, what a twist is, what a braid, I don't know, but a certain style is. So yeah, it's like, if you look at the photo, don't be afraid to look at a photo. It doesn't say that you're not a good hairdresser. Just look at the photo. Now you either know, too, can they even get this today?
Right.
Or can you even do it?
Like a great example for me is when somebody gets a silk press and they ask for a bump.
Yeah, like what to them is a bump.
What is a bump? Because to me, it's a bump.
It's
like it's a little curl at the bottom. We don't do that no more. They want it feathered.
Oh, see?
But it's just different. But,
you
know, simple things like that make a big difference in customer service. Customer service is also being able to listen and understand and no judgment, no feelings. You know, let people express themselves.
So now she's going to get into the key traits of excellent customer service.
Yeah, so I guess the top 5 would be listen.
Active listening.
Active listening.
What is active listening?
Active listening is to understand and ensure that the client is clear about what they're wanting, about what they're needing, about what their hair is going through, and just offering, you know.
So let's do a quick little thing to give an example. You're going to be the hairstylist, I'm the customer.
Okay.
All right. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
It's my first time being in here. I've been doing my hair at home for a while. And I just wanted to come in and...
Okay, so what are your thoughts? What are you trying to do with your hair today?
Well, I really don't know what I want to do, but I know that I don't have a lot of time to do my hair.
Okay.
But I also don't want styles that I have to worry about too much.
So you want something that you can get done here and not touch at home?
Yeah, if I don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking more like at a natural style. A combo style is a style that will get you 2 to 3 weeks without touching.
What's a combo style?
So a combo style would be a combination of 2 different techniques. You would either have flat twist and 2-strand twist. You could do flat twist and flexi rods at the top. You could do, most people do updos, just because they're easy to sleep on and they last.
Well, so my hair is natural, but I don't really like right now the natural look, meaning like I don't want the twist, because I just don't know how it's going to look for me. But what if I start with the something you said in the front and flexi rods?
Oh, okay.
What does that look like?
So you want to do maybe like some braids, kind of like a headband, and put the flexi rods at the
then I
back?
can just tie my hair, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So there may be a little maintenance with that.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, to try to keep those curls, but other than that, that would be a good start.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Now, see, that's an example of active listening, and it's also just a good customer service trait and a good trait of a business person, because you talk to have a conversation,
right,
and not just you saying everything you want to say, but also not just leaving it completely to the client to tell you the whole thing from start to finish, because they came to you for a reason.
Right.
So that's active listening.
Right. So the next thing would be professionalism. Always be on time. Actually, always be before time. I'm a type of person, I like to get there like an hour before, and I'll sit in my car.
If you're on time, you're late.
But no, yeah, you definitely want to beat your client there and not walk in with your client, because y'all didn't ride together, okay? Y'all ain't getting out the same car. So you should be able to have everything ready, the lights on, you know, the barber side mixed up, the chair clean, salon clean, towels folded.
And your time to decompress, like I see a lot of stuff where people say their client beat them there. You know the clients that are going to beat you there.
And
now,
most clients, I think, would plan to get there like 10, 15
which
minutes.
is fine.
Right.
But then that being said, you got to be there before, only because you guys say you want to decompress. So if you know that that's how your clients work and you take those type of clients, because you could easily say you don't take those type of clients.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take the late ones, but then you get there earlier so you can have time to just.
Right.
Because you, like she said, we don't want to show up on time really, because you don't give yourself enough time to just get your flow going. You got to take care of you too, but then you want to accommodate for those clients that actually do what they're supposed to do, which is they show up on time. They can wait a few minutes, but at least you're not rushing now.
Correct.
To get to them at their appointed time.
Correct. Yes. And being professional, since now that we are in studio suites, if you're running behind throughout the day, let the client know. I just shoot my clients a text and let them know I need about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we don't realize that the client is rushing to get to us.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're rushing to get to us and they're like, oh, I could have got something to eat, or, you know, I could have got some gas, or, you know, that little 15 minutes can be used by your client versus sitting outside waiting for you.
Thinking that I could have gotten the coffee and I wouldn't have been late had she told me.
Right.
And then they be like, do you want some too? Oh my God, thank you. But you're right, it does give you, because they can feel the space. Just let somebody know. And if they're in a hurry too, they're like, oh, I really got somewhere to be. At least you still were courteous enough to just tell them, just like you want them to tell you.
Because just like your time is important,
so
their time is important as well. Yeah. And gossiping, not to gossip in the salon, overshare in the salon. I feel like the salon is for the client, honestly. I feel like they can overshare all they want to, right? Yes. Because this is their atmosphere. Yes. Yeah. But as far as you taking over or the stylist taking over the conversation and pouring all into them, their problems and situations.
Don't do that.
I definitely am not that type of client. So, I mean, stylist, but sometimes, you know, we all have conversations. We all share life stories, which is fine.
I don't share all mine, but I've been slipping more than I have in the past 20-some years, but I still cut it off.
I mean,
because it's not for all of my things are not for you, but I feel like it's only fair to share some.
I mean, I get
but
that.
No, I think, but like all of it is not like, girl, what? Stop. Let me tell you. No, she's trying to tell you about her and John.
Correct.
And you over here now, it's because like last night. No.
Yeah.
No.
I think in my salon we do a lot of uplifting. Well, I do a lot of uplifting.
So you redirect conversations.
So I don't really redirect them. I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
But at the same time, if there's a situation in my life that I went through, I'll kind of go into that. Only to let that person know that like you're not alone, because a lot of people, like we said that last episode, they come in to actually rejuvenate. It's almost like, you know, a session. It's not a hair session. It's a mental session.
It's therapy.
Exactly. And so a lot of times we all have, it may be 5 people in the salon. We may all 5 talk about some stuff, you know, but it's just encouraging. It's not pointing the finger. It's not, you know.
It's not judging. Because
the
salon space from way back in the day was, before studios, was, especially in the black salon and the barbershop, was a place where people, that's where they come. They might see that lady that they there at the same time. Now they're like, hey girl. So, you know, it's a place to talk, and whatever happens in there is just like Vegas.
Oh yeah.
It stays in there.
Right.
And y'all meet up again in a week or 2 weeks, and you, like you said, you get healing, you get education, you get, you know, fun and laughter and just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But there's certain things too that still, there's a line, because you are the professional, and certain gossip and certain tearing down and talking about other stuff, that stuff, even negative clients.
Yeah.
For me,
And I
too
think,
far on the negative part, not on the regular people.
Yeah.
We have negative moments in our life.
Right.
But I mean somebody they
Some
talking about
people just-
everybody in there,
Yeah.
every
Now
stylist
see,
they ever went to.
those clients, we'll listen to those
At first.
for a little bit, and then, you know, we kind of shift the
You shift it.
atmosphere. But
That's where that can come in.
that leads us to the third one, which is empathy and patience. So right now we talked about active listening, professionalism, and on the third one we're going to be talking about empathy and patience. So with the empathy and patience, we're going to be showing understanding, especially with clients who are nervous, who are anxious, who haven't been to the salon in a long time, who have been to some traumatic salon experiences. And just trying to reassure them and, you know, calm them down and make them comfortable. And that could be just, sometimes you have to give a hug to some of these people that walk in.
Oh, lately I've been, yeah. I didn't, because you know how you don't know what clients, I'm not a touchy person, but I notice with certain people I can be touchy.
Right.
Like it just automatically is for the ladies, because I don't know, right? Even the guys, sometimes I can tell they be want, but they don't.
Yeah. It's so funny because even with my guys, I feel like
defeated.
Sometimes I'm like, I gotta give you a hug, but I'm like, I don't even be hugging my man clients, you know. But
some of them,
in some situations, yeah, you just gotta.
Because
sometimes words don't say enough.
No, and people, the bond that people have with their hairstylist, it is like kids and their teacher, like their favorite teacher. You're with that person. For you to trust somebody with your head is a lot. And like you said, with the guys, it's not like a romantic thing, or with the ladies. It's like sometimes people just, like you said, they need that hug. And then you just see them, they just fall. And you be like, oh, oh my God, you trusted me like that much.
Right, yes.
It's like now we locked in, you know, like y'all can't go nowhere.
Yes, and for the clients watching, for people who don't give you patience, who don't show you empathy, maybe that's not the salon for you, because you should feel comfortable no matter where you go or whose chair you sit in. In my salon, I try to make it an even swap, so if you come in and I'm not available or your stylist isn't available, we're perfectly okay with you booking with another stylist in the salon. But from chair to chair, my goal would be for you to feel the same way in any chair that you sit in. That's a hard thing to teach, but it's a goal.
That goes back to open salon floors, like the traditional salon setting. Where I came from was a corporate salon, and one was a JCPenney back in the day, another one was a Regis Corporation, and depending on your manager, the goals should be the same, but our goal was the same, where the people that come into the salon, like they are like constancies, so they're like prevail. For the most part, they are prevail, and it's because that's the heading. If I had a larger space, mine would be the people are Fifth and Harlow, but everywhere I've worked that was an open setting, it was John's Salon or Katie's Salon. Yeah, you got your different stylists you go to. You might go get your eyebrows done to this person and this over there, but overall there's a whole community thing, because that customer should feel comfortable in the whole place.
Correct, no matter whose chair.
Because it's the whole business. That's the business side of it. Just like you go in any store, you have a certain idea as to
like you just
what
don't
you
go
expect.
to cash register number 3. You're
going to
any cash
Jack's
register.
Grocery.
Right.
And you can't be, because it ain't Sally's store.
Right.
Sally has the heading and the mission of the complete business in mind. So that's something that you lose out too when you have salon suites where, yes, people want to be an individual. That's why you opened your own place. But even that being said, you have to operate it as the business. What do people look for under your branding? That's your brand.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So before we get to, because that'll take us to a whole other direction. But the fourth thing is going to be consistency. Consistency to me is probably one of the best traits that a stylist or business owner can have is consistency. If you're consistent, it becomes normal. Then it sticks with you. But consistency would be something that you would need to do to make your clients feel confident, that they receive the same type of quality service during each service or during, every time that they come in.
So give me an example.
Let's see. So for a client who comes in and she always gets a crochet.
Okay.
We would always start on time.
Mm-hmm.
We would always, even though they may come and get this style every 6 to 8 weeks, baby, we still gonna kind of go over what they want. Because that part might change. They might always get a middle part, and now they want to get a side part. But being consistent in asking questions and doing consultation.
The process is consistent.
Correct. The process is being consistent.
It's just an expectation. That's what consistency is. You go somewhere expecting certain things to be a certain way. Yes, there are changes that come within that, but you expect. I go to Kim's salon, she's going to be on time even if it snows. She's going to be there. Am I going to be there? I don't know. But she's going to be there. She's not going to have a lot of people waiting, if anybody, because usually I don't. So they know, like, oh, if somebody in there, but usually I've already told them.
Yeah.
I'm running a little late, or
and that's being consistent.
Person, and that's consistency. So it's things that you know just by clockwork. Like unless something crazy happened or life can change, but base-wise, that's being consistent.
Right. So, being consistent is important for me. Even though I have the suite, I do multiple clients at once. So you may walk into my studio, and it's 6 people in there, and you looking like, what?
But it's
them 6 people already know that they finna sit to the side as soon as you walk through the door, because this is your appointment slot. Yeah, so nobody really ever has a problem when they walk in, and there's a lot of clients because they know the consistency.
Or they will come to learn. Because. Right.
Well, no, you know what? Actually, I'll even text them and let them know it's a lot of people in here. So don't worry. Because I don't want them to be like.
Only because it's a studio and not like an actual salon. So they're probably thinking one way, and then like you said, you tell them and they're like, oh, okay, she just got a bigger. She has a salon, a big salon, but it's just in a suite setting. Right. So then they'll be like, yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah. So the next one is personalization. Yes. So in your personalization, you treat every client as an individual, not just another appointment, which goes all the way back to last time. The difference between a business owner and a business mindset and a stylist mindset. Correct. You treat each client as an individual, not just as an appointment, meaning somebody that's just a big dollar sign to you. You do everything that we have said in the last few traits. Recognize them, speak to them, ask them questions, be, empathetic and have patience with them. Go try to remember or write it down what products they use, what things don't work for them. Last time you talked to me about the phone was making your hair a little flaky. So this time, why don't we do so and so and so? Now you're personalizing the experience for that person. For that
down to what they like to, I have some clients who won't let me touch their edges. They will not let me finish their style. And it is perfectly fine.
Here you go, honey. Here you go the brush.
No, they don't even want that.
Oh, they go do it?
No.
What happens?
It stays.
Oh, meaning they like.
No, it's sorry. Not laughing at
No.
But
ladies that's how people are. We know what we want. That one string, you think you got finally mastered that one part of her bang? Because I told my client that, and I was like, I'm not upset. She was like, I was like, no, I'm not mad. I know now over all this time, you think I finally got you like that one right here, and you do it like, and then she was like, oh, it's just, and she do the exact same thing, except the thing is, you're not her. You'll never get it.
Right.
And that's, you just be like, girl, do you?
And some of my clients, I be trying to pull make everything
lay down.
Like if I'm twisting, they Constance, don't put that, don't use that.
Or they do
I said, you don't want me to.
Do they do this?
Yeah. I be like, you don't want me to. No, it's my curly hair. It's gonna curl. Okay. But no, so but we have those clients who don't want certain things.
But you come to know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you just be like, all right, you can still, okay, come on. Y'all, she don't let me do that.
I can have a flat iron, they got flyaways for days, baby. Don't put nothing on my hair. I say you want me to tame it?
No.
Don't do that.
But then you realize.
You want some edge control?
They be like, no, because when I wrap it, it's going to be great. And I'm like, because you know your hair.
Yeah. But no, you get used
Even
to stuff like
that. I don't want them flyaways flying around outside. People looking, they like, oh, she couldn't put nothing on her hair. No, you better tell them you did not want.
Yes, let them know that we don't do that. Like
we don't do that for you. Just say it like she listens to me. She does.
Yeah, encourage you know. but no, that's all cool and dandy.
Yeah.
So the number 6 is going to be hygiene and cleanliness.
Y'all.
Yes.
Y'all, get it together.
Please. One thing that I am trying to that I would like to change is when people come in and they get hair added to their style, don't throw the packages on the floor. Just put it in the trash can. We don't have to step over all that stuff in the salon. Ladies, pick it up, just put it in the trash can, put your hair to the side. That's
or when the braiding hair starts making those little pieces on the floor, just go ahead, take a moment and gather that, clean it and then wash your hands and come back. All that elevates the experience for the customer.
Yes.
For those of us who don't like all that, makes our brain flow better. But you know what? It really makes it just look more professional.
It makes it look a lot more professional and more cleansing, because when clients come in a salon or any place, first thing they looking at is what it look like. Like, is it?
Y'all know when y'all walk in the store, because I walked in a store called Socials, and you walking down, I guess you looking to make sure you don't trip. I don't know. And that floor was looking like,
I hate to walk
y'all
through.
gonna mop the floor?
And it be simple stuff, because even going to a restaurant, if you walk to the glass door and it's dirty.
See all them.
It's like, when did y'all clean this?
Like,
it's 8 o'clock. Y'all just open.
That's what I'm talking, which means you didn't clean up last night or you didn't come to work on time.
But no, being clean is important. Keep that salon clean. Change them combs. You don't have to use the same comb for every client.
And if you are struggling,
those
clean your comb every time. Don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna get the hair.
No.
She might not say nothing, but I guarantee you she's clocking all that.
Yeah, that
and
barbicide works.
That's unsanitary. And don't put your dirty combs in that's still not cleaning your comb.
Yes, wash your comb before you put in the barbicide. No hair in the barbicide.
Now, another part of that is your own cleanliness and hygiene. If you have gone to beauty school, that is
Okay, so number 6. Number 6 is going to be hygiene and cleanliness. It is important that the salon is clean, the atmosphere is nice. I don't know what type of atmosphere most people like to set for their salon, but mine is borderline business and borderline to be.
I mean, it's your space.
But no, it's still comfortable. I always throw out a disclaimer when we watching Tubi. Everybody that come through the room get that this is Tubi. We don't know what.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Don't know what's gonna happen. To be or not to be. Okay.
That is the question. And they love it.
Yes,
they love it there.
But no, definitely making sure that your workstations are clean, your windows. Oh my gosh, the fingerprints on the windows. This is discouraging when you walk into some place that you know just open.
Yeah.
So make sure those tools get sanitized.
Wipe down your workstations. Clean around your chair, like that bottom part, the part at the base of the chair.
Yeah.
You don't think about that, but that collects all types of dirt, products, water, hair, all kind of things. The pump, all that stuff. So just clean your salon.
And also the shampoo bowls. Make sure you dry your shampoo bowls out and pull out the hair.
Because it'll sit there and get all moldy smelling.
Yeah.
Put some stuff down in there, I don't know.
Make your barbicide, sanitize your tools. It's so many things. But if you do it consistently, back to number 4, then you will do it every time because it's just going to flow. It's going to be natural.
It'll get easier and you won't feel like, if that's not your thing, you won't feel like this is something, the part you didn't sign up for.
Correct.
And if you don't like it, if you don't want to do the deep stuff, you can hire somebody to do it. The point is you want to keep your space and your body clean.
Correct.
You want to present yourself
so smell it clean,
not overpowering.
Yes, if you eat onions and garlic, smoke, brush your teeth, get a little light scented spray.
Yeah, a little aromatherapy.
Don't work out and then come to your client.
Because just because your client likes you, and they do like you, but at the end of the day, it's still business and they're not your friend. They might be your salon friend. Y'all might even talk outside of it. But you are running a business, so don't put that on them because you don't necessarily want them to put that on you. I would say. If you do, I mean, that's on you. Right. Overall, we're just trying to present a clean, professional environment, an inviting space for where people are coming to get a change, get some connection, and leave.
Right. So we'll go to number 7. Number 7 is going to be problem-solving skills. Like, how are complaints handled in the salon? How are they handled with grace? Do you offer solutions? Make sure that you have a policy that kind of states what happens with complaints. Or so for mine, I don't even think my clients really know, but it states it on the website and on the bottom of every booking that if there's any complaints with their hairstyle, we can fix it within 3 to 7 business days, or with the weekend not included. But so for me, if there's a situation in the salon, if there's a complaint in the salon, I do try to handle it with the utmost professionalism. I try not to use myself because sometimes people can complain about stuff that we know is an insult almost, but if we take ourselves out of it and use our business minds, we'll be able to handle it in a professional manner.
So take your emotion out of it.
Correct.
Business can be emotional because we are artists, but take your emotion out of it.
Right, and we strive for perfection, so I think that's when you get certain complaints, it kind of makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah, like it's against you.
Yeah, or
kind of is, but
yeah,
but it's what you need.
Right, criticism.
Whether it's good or bad, it's what you needed.
You can call that a complaint.
Right, put it in the complaint box and work on it.
Yeah.
However you work on it, any way it's gonna help you grow. That's
and every client is important to the business. So I'm not a person who dismiss clients. I know some people who will just
block them.
I don't do that because I feel like everyone has a voice. Everyone needs to have some place to come to get their hair done. So when it comes to being, as we said earlier, as it comes to being, patient and showing empathy, you definitely do it in those moments where there's complaints and attitude, and it's hard.
And on my aspect of that, because I agree and also don't. So overall, I agree, But for me, being the person that's always have tried to do things that I don't want to do, take a customer I don't want to take because they are outright rude and not beneficial in any way whatsoever. I don't care how much money they pay. Some clients, they're just not for me. Now, does that mean that they are not for someone else? Maybe they're going through a thing at a time. If I'm willing to work with you now because I'm older, before I would just be quiet and just be very nervous. I didn't really have a good feeling or whatever that day, so I'm not going to do my best work because I'm nervous. I don't think that I will hold on to a client who, after trying to work with them, is still not working.
Okay.
I will allow you to move on respectfully. But I will try to work with you because every day is not going to be sunshine.
Yeah.
We're human beings. So that's
how
what I think. All money's not good money.
Yeah.
But don't be so quick to just, block.
Yeah, no, see, and
So
I think
that's the thing too.
Yeah, now me saying that I don't fire clients, I don't. Do I close my mouth? Do I not say things that I feel? I tell my clients everything I feel.
Oh.
And sometimes, oh yes, I will say this is getting on my nerves. I will say, I would say, okay, now we're not gonna do that. Like I do try to keep the best professional attitude when it comes to things, but I do not close my mouth. So I'm not gonna sit there and be quiet. If we not vibing, we just hash it out. And a lot of times we just hash it out
And get it over with.
And then
So y'all come to an understanding. And then you be like, all right, girl. So, but you know what? That's good too. You came to an understanding as two grown adults.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you value them, they value you, but y'all just had a little moment.
Yeah.
Because you know you can do that.
Yeah. And there's respect on both sides, because I don't feel like no one comes in and disrespect me now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get those clients.
Like you just come in with some.
Now they may come in and disrespect me without me feeling disrespected, but I might have another client in there and they be like, oh, hey, no.
And they will,
Yeah, but most people can see I'm not a good facial expression hider.
Me either. I don't have
so my facial expressions, baby.
It's all here.
They gonna show everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Which leads to positive attitude and warmth. See, overall, we're some balls of sunshine.
Yes. Great clients with a genuine Greek clients with a genuine smile and make them feel welcomed. That's something that I'll do regardless, because I think that we all have our days where we feel probably still sleep, tired. Some days we're happy, excited.
Yeah, that's being a human.
So that fluctuation of feelings flows throughout everybody's day. So we understand when clients come in, they could have a happy day and somebody dang near run into them in the parking lot.
And it just shifts.
But we got to keep it moving.
Right.
We still got to be respectful. We still treat everyone, and make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, because you want customers, right? Y'all want customers or you don't? Because if you do, then you have to put all that aside and run your business.
Yeah.
That it's a whole bunch that you can say in there, but what you just, at the end of the day, they came to see you to get whatever they're getting, whether you do hair or sell t-shirts or whatever. So you have to greet the customer as a paying person, as a human being, and leave everything else out.
Yeah, and every client is greeted differently. I think we have some clients I can nod to and they feel just fine. But
some people want you to stop what you're doing, I'm sure, because you're doing multiple things.
Yeah, I got some clients.
And not turn around and actually look me in my eye.
Right. No, I got some clients that will come to the door and just start dancing. That's our greet.
It's like,
but so, it make it fun. It's just work. I mean, when you're a stylist, I think the salon or your studio is probably your number one home.
It really is.
You there more than you are at your
home.
residence. Yeah. So just make it fun, even when it's hard. It just has to be something that you love to do, and that's when you love doing what
you're doing, and not just because
it's
you
gonna
think it's
just
making you
flow.
money. It's got to be what you like to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get into all of that stuff brings you into the value of an actual customer.
Okay.
So the value of an actual customer is really per customer, not how much money they bring you. Oh, this person brings me this amount of money, and I'm going to take her, and I'm not going to take the other person who only brings me $35 per service.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give you an example of what that is and tell you, how you go about finding the value of your customer. It's more concise than what I was going to say. So.
Mm-hmm. So every customer that comes in, of course, number one, they have a financial value, right? And financial doesn't designate a number. Financial value is more of a return client, or is it a one-time client? In the salon, having a return client is more of a better financial value than a one-time client. Like Kim said, you can't just choose this $500 paying client over the $35 client, because that $500 client probably ain't coming back, depending on that situation.
Right.
But that $35 client may only have $35 these first few visits, and realizes, hey, might win the lottery one day, come up with $1 million, and like, you know what, Kim's been taking care of me for $35 for these last 3 years. I'm gonna bless her.
Right.
You never know. But anywho, the financial value is not numerical. It's the return.
So that does turn into the financial part, which is
correct.
the return on your investment, like she was saying,
Right.
where that client who might be paying you $35 every 2 weeks for the service, they come in every 2 weeks. I actually have a client who books 3 months in advance because she said it's for her well-being. Like, your time gets away
Mm-hmm.
from you, so she books it. And that customer also brings a lot of light and joy, and
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't even exactly pay the real price, but I base it on what she gets. The thing is, she comes. People like that may also refer someone, so now that value goes up.
Mm-hmm.
They may also purchase products from you. They may also allow you to do add-ons. Hey, you need a moisturizer or whatever you need,
Mm-hmm.
and they won't say, I don't want to pay for that. No, so now you're building on that customer. So out of that $135 a service client, well, $35 initial service client, for that whole year, you probably triple, double, quadruple that.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like she said, the $500 client, they came in, and maybe y'all had a great time, but she's not coming back again till next year.
Right.
So she's just as valuable, but you don't discount the client who is paying you one little price, because you got to look at it as a longer term investment.
Right. So a steady stream of revenue,
which is what that means.
Yes. And with that, you would do word of mouth marketing. So a client who spreads the news.
Start spreading the news.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So but that client who as they're walking billboards, right?
They really are.
Especially
especially in our thing. I mean, like, girl, you look good. They like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I know where they came from.
Yeah, and your client is always gonna be like, oh yeah, who did your hair? Constance, or who did your hair? Kim. And they passing out numbers, they getting stopped, right? So word of mouth actually has built my business to what it has become.
Your clients are your best form of advertising.
Right.
And if you also let them know, it says each referral can bring in new clients who may also become loyal. That's not always the case, but a lot of times it can very well be.
Yeah.
You never know who's attached to your client, and not that you're looking for someone to give you something, but like Constance has, I have them too, I just don't realize because it's normal. But some of Constance's clients she has told me something about a resource, and it came because somebody that she does.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just never know what each customer is bringing. All of y'all, you're helping them, but they're helping you too.
Right. Definitely, and even for the people who hear about you and they may come one time just because they're from out of town, they're still gonna say, "Yeah, I went to Atlanta and Kim done my hair." You know,
You
so
just don't
this world is so
know.
small, right?
Yeah.
You know, so people still come back to you in
Your name
in a
travels
certain
further
way.
than you think, so you need to treat everybody right.
Yes, because you know, for every client who tells something good, it doesn't go as far as a client who's blabbing all off at somebody like, "Oh, don't go there," you know.
Yeah, and you don't find out about the good reviews. Like you hear a lot about somebody saying negative things, like the hashtag Atlanta hairstylist. We're not all bad, but that goes further because negativity goes. You think it goes further, but what actually goes further are those good silent things because somebody eventually is gonna come back. So it's. This number 3 says is retention costs less than the acquisition of a client. To retain a client, it's cheaper to retain existing clients than to constantly attract new ones. It actually is.
Right.
You need to work on those few clients. Like I'm more of I don't need all that volume. If I'm blessed to have it, fine. I don't want to be stressed out. I would rather have a client that I get maximum return from than to have to do 10, 20 little things throughout the day just to gather that same amount of money. I just don't want to do it. I've learned that volume doesn't necessarily mean quality.
But having, retaining existing clients or having that low retention rate, not low, high retention.
Low. Gosh,
whatever the word is, but keeping your clients.
Thank you.
Okay?
Turnover. High turnover. You want low. You want low turnover and high retention. Yes, you want to retain your client, and you don't want everybody running out the door like the doors just keep
revolving. But that's where you get your steady stream of income because now you know that you have certain clients that have standing appointments. They may come. Every 2 weeks, you have every 3 weeks, you have every 6 weeks. It just depends on what the client is getting. But creating an atmosphere to make them feel welcome is very important.
Right.
And having that, you need to have a loyal customer or client helps to build and strengthen your brand reputation. So that brings us into emotional and brand value.
Which is number 4. Oh yeah, this one's good because that's where everybody goes these days to look at stuff. Oh, I saw this on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media. So
yeah, and people know. Well, I ain't gonna say that. It used to be back in that. Well, it's still the same, I guess.
What?
Back in the day where they say they don't lie, because everybody says
Who is they?
Right, they don't lie. But when you can go through and look at people's reviews, salon reviews, it builds a good strength to your brand. As mine went blank.
It builds a good strength to your brand.
And it just helps to spread the word, I think, because when people
trust.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
a trust factor. Because it's not me typing the reviews. I mean, I guess you could tell, like, some of them websites, like, y'all done put them reviews on there.
Yeah, them fake ones.
Yeah.
But yeah,
your clients putting, like, actual things. I do like that about the online booking sites or even whatever you use.
Yeah.
That they can go on there immediately after the service and they can leave a review. Because a lot of people do just look at reviews.
Yeah, and you have some clients who be posting their selfies and...
Yeah, which I'm like, oh, she posted a picture. Because we didn't get a chance to even get the final. We got it before and didn't get nothing after.
Not a thing.
So then that brings that to the client lifetime value, which is number 5. So beyond financial gain, long-term clients often buy products, try new services, and even bring their children or family as customers, which I like seeing people's family or mama,
what's crazy is we both have been doing hair long enough to have our younger children have children and graduate. It's like all y'all leaving us at the same time. Oh my
It's like the
gosh.
end of your favorite TV show, but kind of not, because you're like, I'm not even old enough for you to be grown now.
Look, and you taller than me. And
Right, your voice like a young man, like the little boy who used to come and sit and play and run around. Now he's all, yes, ma'am. Oh my God, your kid is grown.
You know, it's an attachment. You know, having
It's
a
family.
having a return client and keeping them, retaining them. They become like family, like you know. So you do build a salon family, you know,
really do.
because even in situations, I'll listen to my clients talk, and they be like, "We don't do that in here." So you know, that's like this is us.
It's a us. And that's the good part about having being in the beauty industry. Yes, there's a component of business.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be. But we're not saying take away that family, like that fun, that freedom. That's why you probably are a hairdresser. You're creative. You're artsy. You flow differently. You don't have to be uptight unless that's the type of setting you want. So set your thing the way you want it to be. Just keep in mind all these other things. We're just trying to make you have that longevity.
Have a solid back, like
so
you know.
you can keep doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you want to get into this fun segment?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? It's called What's the Value of a Customer? All right.
Okay, so actually this is where y'all come in.
Yeah.
We want to hear feedback from you guys.
We need it.
If there is a salon or a stylist that you have been loyal to, drop us a line and tell us why. Tell us what kept you there, or tell us what made you leave after being there for so long.
Or initially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's
fun
a really
to
good.
kind of know, you know, so we can talk about that, you know, maybe a little bit on the next episode.
And it's positive. It's good feedback.